Hey guys, what's up? It's Katie and I'm back with another Marvel Contest of Champions video, and it is Top 5 Thursday. So today we are going to be going over the best tech champs who are really greatest right out of the box. That's right, these guys don't need the awakening. So just a little PSA. Ghost is not on this list because in my opinion, Ghost really needs the awakening. So if you're looking for Ghost to be on this list, you might be highly disappointed. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this countdown started with the number 1 spot, and that belongs to Warlock. Now, Warlock is everyone's favorite goofy robot. His utility makes him practically a Swiss Army knife in the contest. He's got power control, a passive heal block, and he can do some pretty good damage as well. Now, and he does this all without his awakening. So his awakened ability is okay, but the degen from the power drain really isn't that much to shake a stick at. So ranking up Warlock unawakened is a solid decision, and I stand behind that rank up. The number 2 spot on the countdown belongs to Guillotine 2099. And I know what you're thinking, another robot? Well, you betcha, and don't fret. There are still more to come. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Guillotine 2099 is a ramp up champ for sure, but once you get her there, she is solid. Like Warlock, she's got power control and she has her reverse heal off her special 2, it's our Spectre. Now she has some solid pre-fight abilities, although it's best to choose either the stability or assault functions and to only use one of those at a time. Now her awakened ability is nice because she has a chance to activate a combo shield, but it's really unnecessary because she can gain her combo shield by landing heavies. So while this is a nice awakened ability, it really isn't needed, and you definitely don't want to use a gem on Guillotine 2099. The number 3 spot belongs to Sentinel, and Sentinel is one of the OG robots in the game. Well, he's one of the good OG robots in the game, I should say. Like Guillotine 2099 and Warlock, Sentinel is great out of the box. He can do some solid DOT, has a nice heal block and armor break as well. His awakened ability though allows him to gain his analysis charges quicker and has a bit of ability accuracy reduction when it comes to power drain, burn, etc. per analysis charge. But while this is helpful, it's really not necessarily needed because let's face it, you can rock variant 3 with an unawakened Sentinel and just cruise right on through it. The number 4 spot on the countdown belongs to Mysterio, and I'm not gonna lie, Fishbowl Head over here is a fun champ to play. Like Warlock, he has a passive heal block that can be super useful in the game, and he also has a bit of power control, and that reflective damage that he has, well, it's caught me once or twice. Now, a cool thing about Mysterio is he can never suffer from ability accuracy reduction or poison damage as long as his helmet is intact. Plus, he can inflict a pretty nasty poison on your opponent. So let's talk about that. So he's got lethal gas, which is his awakened ability. Now, you can get a lethal gas charge by landing a medium. So having Mysterio awakened really isn't necessary. Yeah, he'll get one once every so many seconds, but hey, if you can just land it on a medium, just do that instead. The number 5 spot on the countdown belongs to the final robot on the countdown, and that is Nebula. Now, Nebula is a fun champ to play, and I think she kind of falls under the radar a bit. Like most of the robots, she doesn't need her awakening. Now, she starts the fight with 2 self-repair charges, and if she's awakened, if she is out of self-repair charges, she has a chance to recalibrate and gain a charge every 10 seconds. So unless you're an OP face blocker, like myself, this really isn't necessary because most fights are honestly gonna be over before it is needed for the recalibration. So having Nebula unawakened and ranked up is perfectly fine in my opinion. Now, what's a countdown without an honorable mention? So this week's honorable mention goes to Starkey, and I feel like this is where I might rub some people the wrong way. Now, in my opinion, Starkey doesn't need the awakening. Now, we all know that Starkey relies on his poise charges for his attack and that sneaky evade. So, Starkey's awakening grants him an additional attack per poise charge when above 50% health and an increased chance to evade when below 50% health. Now, while this is beneficial, I don't find it necessarily to be needed, so using a gem on Starkey isn't something that I would do, but in all honesty, I wouldn't fault you for using one on him, and that's why he's this week's honorable mention on the countdown. Anyways, guys, that's all that I got. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this week's top 5 countdown, the best tech champs who are good right out of the box. Let me know in the comments below who you think are the best tech unawakened champs, and let's discuss. And before we go, here is a word from your favorite comic book nerd.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and if you enjoyed the mediocre Mcoc video full of scrub gameplay, then show Katy some love by hitting like and subscribe, man. Katy don't ask for much. Katy did ask for this. Katy did. So do like Katy did and bug people and get you to like and subscribe, man. She's doing that Mcoc beautifully. Not mediocre. Katy!